Bleeding Blue Podcast, episode 35. Back at it again. Somehow, some way, the Blue Jays split a series with the Baltimore Orioles. I don't know how it happened, seeing as the Baltimore Orioles are one of the best teams in the American League. And after last year's performance against them in four series in 2023, we did absolutely fucking terrible. And I don't know how this year, even though the Blue Jays are a worse team, they managed to have a 6-6 record against the 2024 Baltimore Orioles, the whitest team in baseball. We are still tied with the record in this season. How are we feeling, Ryan? We have to be feeling positive about this.
Yeah,
You can't be mad. A split with the Orioles, that's basically that's a dub. That's a dub, man.
yeah, I predicted it. I said last podcast. I said 2-2. I gotta go positive with these boys. The
I
first two games, though, it did not look like they were gonna win two games.
know.
They got blown out twice badly, and I was not expecting them to win two games. And then I watched last night's uh thriller towards the end, which
Yeah,
was nice. It was a nice win.
fun little dub.
Uh, yep, IKF with the clutch hit at the end to score in. Who is it? Danny Jansen? No, Biggio because
There we
Turner got the hit and then yeah, Biggio pinch run. But
go.
yeah, it was very exciting that last night's game, and we're recording this Thursday afternoon, and the fourth
Just
game just
after, yeah,
just after yeah just happened, and they won, and Vladdy got a nice home run to start off the game in the third inning.
Oh, he had a couple home runs this series, man. A couple of one dead shot to center, and we'll talk about that game right now. Let's go through game from game one, which was on this past Monday. I was actually at the game. I kind of knew going in. I was like, "There's no way we win this series. There's no way we win this game." And when I got there, I was like, "Dude." This to my buddy he's a Blue Jays fan, but not really. Cole, who you've met before, uh, was like, I was like, dude, just I'm telling you right now, it's not gonna happen. But they ended up losing. So yeah, they're exactly how I kind of envisioned it. Even though I bet the Jays money line, still they ended up losing the game, which is a dumb idea by me. 7-2 lost. All around, just terrible performance. Kevin Gosman, he needs to get his shit together, bro.
Oof.
What's going on? What is going on? Let's take
Yeah, not good.
Gosman, and right now 4.60 ERA. That's He's supposed to be our ace, bro.
Yeah, that was not good at all. I watched a good portion of that game, and he did not look good at all.
No.
Those the city connect jerseys on him, I thought it would give him a little boost, but no, it did not. It was not a good showing. Let's see here. Let's check the old stat line. 6 innings, 6.1 innings pitched, 6 hits, 6 earned runs, only three strikeouts.
Why the hell did John Schneider bring him out for the seventh inning? Out of nowhere.
Well, it's
No, it
because he
mattered.
likes to take he likes to take he liked to take him out in that wild card series against the Mariners when he was dealing, and then in this series, like, you know what? Just leave him in.
Yeah,
Fuck it. Why not?
he shouldn't have.
And that didn't work.
Thought he was dealing because he got through a smooth sixth inning, but he was already at 90 pitches at that point and had already given up 5 runs. First pitch, first batter up, who was it? Austin Hayes for the second time, who had already hit a home run in his previous at bat. I'm pretty sure. Why are you letting this guy come up to bat a third time around and getting on? Yeah, he's a 188 hitter, but he just hit a home run off you already. Why? And that right at then and there, I knew from when it was 5-2 that there's no chance this team's coming back. But yeah, I mean, I don't even. Grayson Rodriguez is not that good of a hitter. I don't, or even pitcher. Sorry, I don't think he's. I think he's a little overrated. We just fucking. I don't know.
We
Anything
made him
any
we
guy
made
that
him
throws
look
above
like
95 like ends up being a good hitter. But that's the thing. Grayson Rodriguez wasn't even throwing that hard. Like I was watching the game and he was throwing like 95, 94 when he's like up to hundreds, like 99 type guy. But yeah.
Yeah, well, some days the Jays they don't want to produce runs. Like I'm just looking at all these games that they're playing, and it's a struggle just to get above 7 runs. Like the last time we got 7 runs was uh our last win, our third win, no, second win against the White Sox, May 28th. So the month of June, we haven't even reached 7 runs. Which when, teams like the Orioles or the Yankees are putting up massive amounts of offense.
But dude, we can't
Meanwhile,
compare ourselves to the Yankees or the Orioles because we're just not that. We know we can't think like this team needs to be like them. It's just like they're not though. That's the thing. They're not going to end up being like them ever because that's not what this team is. Don Mattingly, ever since he came into bench coach of the Blue Jays, ever since he came into the office as the bench coach, some reason just told them, you know what, hey, fuck the home run. Let's hit 200. That was his
yeah,
mentality. So
that's not really a good mentality.
no, it's not. But
That's not a good mentality.
the fact that we got out of this split, I think it's just pure luck. But
Yeah.
also, there's
See,
some
we've lost
today's
we've
game was
lost 3 of our last. It's so
today.
weird. We've lost 3 of our last 4, but we've won 7 out of our last 10. It's like a weird, really weird stat.
We even lost 3 out of our last 4.
Yeah, we have. Oh no, no, no. I'm sorry. Uh,
One.
3 of our last 5, but seven. We've won 7 out of our last 10.
Yeah, I that's great.
It's
That is,
weird. It's weird though.
I know it's weird, but yeah, game two, basically the same thing. Another thing we were talking about,
Probably even worse.
horrible. Oh my God, pathetic,
Horrible game.
terrible game. Ryan
I
Mount,
mean, but
I
look
was
who was
yelling.
pitching for us.
You say Kikuchi, bro. Oh no, not you.
No, no. We had a bunch of we just had the full
We had
bullpen come
we
out.
had fucking Bowden Francis who absolutely shit the bed. It was like hydrogen bomb versus baby. That was
Bowden Francis sucks, man. He's fucking horrible. I'm sorry.
3.1
The guy is shit.
four earned runs, 10.80 ERA. That is not
Yeah, and Richards was 2 innings, 4 strikeouts, but we took him out for some reason. I don't understand that. And then Cabrera just
well, he's
shits the
not a
bed
pitcher,
with
bro.
three
He's
earned
not a
runs on
starter.
1 hit, gives up a 3-run homer.
But our boy Trevor Richards is not a starter. So he's not
I know he isn't, but why was he starting though? Why was he the first pitcher? Or why didn't we have Bowden Francis come out first?
this guy. This guy doesn't know baseball. Okay, so you have in baseball when you don't have
I
a
don't know baseball. You need to explain this
I'll
stuff to me.
explain to you. So, when you're a pitcher like Bowden Francis, who is not good, it's really really hard for them to get through the first inning sometimes because you're facing the three best hitters. And what you can do is get somebody like Trevor Richards, who strikes out a lot of guys, to just go through the top of the order and help Bowden Francis go through the bulk because it's a bullpen day. So you want him to just go through a bulk of the innings through like the fourth, fifth, sixth, maybe the seventh to help out and carry the load because it's a bullpen day and not we still have injured players on the roster. And right now, think about Manoah. He's gone, and Bowden Francis is not that good. So what they'll do is they'll have him pitch a few innings, not too many, because if he pitches too many, then he's just going to give up a bunch of runs. Well, in a minimal amount of innings, he ended up giving up a shitload of runs. So nothing really happened, and nothing was good that came out of it. But sometimes it does work. Ross Stripling used to do it a lot, where somebody would come in and pitch the first inning, and then he'd take over the next 5 innings. Zach Greinke did it last year when he wasn't doing as well. You just have somebody to come in, get the first inning, and then they have somebody to come after that. Just it's not a bad idea because you get through the first batter, and then sometimes they don't know who's coming up next because nobody knew that Bowden Francis was. Maybe they did, but I don't like they have to plan for also Trevor Richards and they have to plan for Bowden Francis, and then and then Yanis Cabrera too. But that three
Yeah,
as soon as that 3-run bomb by Ryan Mountcastle came around, I knew this game was over.
yeah, yeah. This just wasn't a day for the offense. No one had a 2-hit game. very scattered. Only 5 hits the whole fucking game. That's you don't want that. It's also because we're facing one of the best pitchers in the game, and Corbin Burns,
Yeah,
which also doesn't help. That guy's unreal.
he is.
Just he's unreal. It's what else can I say? Then we move on to game 3. This game was good. Great defensively. Only allowed them to have 6 hits, which is very no, but it's for the Orioles, it's pretty good. And Brios obviously has been playing great, so that was also a big factor, part of that. Our bullpen guys, probably our best bullpen guys, and Mesa and Garcia come in and
Chad Green.
do the business. Chad Green, yep.
No runs allowed between our bullpen. Very, very good.
Which the complete opposite of the game before that, like that we just mentioned. Everyone basically contributed, other than
Vladdy.
Springer. Yeah, Springer had a walk and a run, so yeah, sure. And then Kirk, he's been slouching lately, but he had a hit, went 1 for 3 and an RBI, which is nice.
And he advanced the runner, which is another helpful thing.
Very important.
The 9th, which was important.
That's what I was gonna say. That was very important.
He hit the fucking piss out of that ball, but he hit it to right field. And when he's a pull hitter, not really,
right?
Still,
great job. I literally said, like, I was watching the game with my dad, and it was like, what was it? It was like a 1 out. It was 1 out left or something.
1 out.
And
no, it was one. We had 2 outs left. It was when Isaiah kind of fucked him up, and it was still only 1 out at the time. So he came in clutch as ever. Not even though, like, it was just like, this is what he does, though. He's a very clutch player in those types of situations. When he was with the Yankees, he had a few walk-offs, bro. Like, he had like maybe like 5 in like the span of 2 years.
Oh yeah,
take that.
Wow,
bro. He's clutch as fuck. He's
really good.
Solid with runners in scoring position. That was a
you must have max clutch, and
when we signed him this past off season, they were talking about it because they were talking shit about it. It's like, IKF, why are we signing this fucking bum? But then, man, you can't be shitting on IKF. You were shitting on him. I was always like,
I was. I'll give you that. I was. Yeah, because I wanted power, right? IKF's not known for his pop, but he has a couple homers this year. But that walk-off double, that was definitely some pop. He had some pop there.
Home runs he has just as many as
Vlad.
No, not Vlad. Okay. Vlad, are you kidding me? He fucking hit 2 home runs in this past series. It's not Vlad. Springer, that's for sure. He has the same amount. Actually, no, Springer has 1 more home run. Fuck.
Really?
Yeah, Springer has 5. Bo has, Bo has 4. Kirk has 1. Justin Turner has 4. And Isaiah kind of Philip has 4.
Turner had all those home runs in like the first month, and then he's just done nothing. But he did something this game, though.
Yeah, he did
something this game for sure. 3 for 4 today. Yesterday, sorry.
Yeah.
Great performance out of him. Got the run. Got the hit that put Biggio on first base, and which won the game. So basically an RBI for him. I'll give him the RBI for that because that was clutch. I'll take the defense as the player for that game, or as the players of that game, I think, because they shut down the Orioles offense, which is a hard thing to do. Only allowing 6 hits, which is pretty good. So I'll give it to them. And today's game, I didn't get to watch it because I don't think. Well, you probably watched the end of it, but I didn't really get to watch any of it.
I watched the last out because when I got home, I was still getting home from class.
But, right. Yeah, it was. I'm just looking at the stats right now. We only let them have 6 hits too. Again, 2 straight games, only let them 6 hits. But obviously, they had a couple of homers. Rutschman hitting homers on both sides, which is pretty insane in one game. Which is pretty crazy.
I don't know why. Because last year he was good, but he wasn't as good as I thought he was going to be. He hit like 279, 280, something like that. like in 2023, didn't hit for much of a power.
Mm,
Now he's already at 13 fucking home runs, bro. Like,
yeah, he's starting to feel it, man.
well, he's been feeling it this entire season. He's hitting 307 this year. Oh, with 12
That's why
home,
he's on my fantasy team.
74 hits. Yeah, he's so
You
good.
know, he knows he has to produce for me. He knew I picked him, and he's like, all right, Ryan needs to win his fantasy league. Let me hit homers on both sides for him today, but also lose the game so
You
that the
know
Jays
what's
can win.
interesting about him? His walk rate has gone down a ton in to try as he's trying to get more extra base hits and hits. So last year he had 92 walks. That was one of the highest in the league. And the year
Okay.
2022, he had 65 in only 398 at bats. So he's taken up, getting on base for getting lots of hits and hitting a lot of home runs. And I don't know, it fucking works, bro. Like he's so good. He's so
Yeah.
goddamn.
Yep. That's why he was the top prospect a few years ago. And even though this isn't the Jays, but I was just watching. Can't believe I was watching this game last night. But it was the Pirates against the Dodgers, and that man Paul Skeens, dude, he's something else. He struck out Otani with three straight fastballs up and in, just fucking straight heat. And then the next at bat, Otani sends him dead center. But Paul Skeens is still an insane talent. Like that's the type of caliber player that we thought what's his name on the Orioles was supposed to be Jackson Holiday. That's who Jackson Holiday is like supposed to be playing is supposed to be playing like.
He might end up being like that, bro. So we got to be careful. We can't be talking shit about that guy because he's just gonna fucking come.
Well, what is he doing right now? He has
He's
his
Triple A
first.
right now.
Yeah, he's probably not going to come back up until you know maybe September when they're already in the playoffs. Like the guy has what hit 700, not 700, like
One,
0.070,
he
point
hit
zero. Yeah,
0.59 in,
yeah, he sucks. He sucks.
and then right now he's hitting 287 in Triple A.
Yeah, that's light for him
Bro, I'd give him another year. I don't know why they called him up. Like it was
because it was like Skeens, dude. Like he was prepared to play,
Skeens
and he
came
just shat
later,
the bed.
and Skeens also like Jackson Holiday was drafted straight out of high school, whereas Paul Skeens played college baseball for LSU and has
Right.
been revved up and has developed a shit ton. He's like, and that's why like it didn't make sense for him. He was in the minors for in 2022 or 2023. Um, and he was in the minors to begin 2024. And yeah, so like it's a big difference. It's like a big difference. So but he didn't have that
Mm-hmm.
many starts though, which is kind of interesting. He in 2023, but still he's quite insane. He's quite literally a very, very insane
Is
player.
he like the next? Is he the next Garrett Cole? Do you think he's going to be the next Garrett Cole? Plays for Pittsburgh, number one draft pick in the number one overall draft pick.
That's a good question. It's so tiny. It's like, I mean, he has the stuff to be like Garrett Cole because Garrett Cole's biggest whiff, like he gets the most whiffs on his fastball. His fastball is probably the best fastball in baseball. Garrett Cole, like it's always been very, very good. It's always been very, very good, and still is. And I think Paul Skeens has a very, very deadly weapon in that fastball.
Yeah, Otani whiffed 3 times
Yeah,
in a
so
row,
I think he could be.
basically in the same spot.
I think he'll be something that's pretty special for that team. It'd be pretty cool.
Where do you think he'll probably go to the Yankees, right? Eventually, just knowing
I don't
the
know.
fucking, just knowing the Yankees, Steinbrenner is going to be like, yep, couple years, it's on my team, 100%. Yeah. So good series for the Jays. Very good series. We'll take 2 out of 4 out of against the Orioles.
Oh,
What did you say? We were 6 for 6. We're 6-6 against them this year.
yeah. Can I just say one more thing about Paul Skeens, though?
Of course.
I think throwing this hard though is unnatural. He's just going to end up getting injured, I think. And it just, I think it's inevitable for this guy to end up being injured throwing 100 consistently as a starter. So, I mean, I want him to play as long as he can in the league, but you look like Jacob DeGrom, bro. Fucking Spencer Strider, like Garrett
Mhm.
Cole injured right now.
Yeah,
It's
but he's coming back soon, though.
he
He's
is.
coming back soon.
Strider's out for the year. Yuri Perez is out for the year. Sandy Alcantara, what's he doing nowadays? I don't know. I think
I think he's a free. I don't know what the fuck he's doing.
Sandy Alcantara's. I think yeah, he's injured too. He's on the 60-day IL. Like I think he's getting Tommy John. So
Yeah,
it's not good. And that guy throws fucking heat as well. It's not
yeah.
that.
I do worry about
I
injuries and
worry about
shit for
Major
him.
League schemes because they throw a bazillion miles per hour, and it's just one thing
Yeah,
insane.
but like Chapman, he hasn't gotten it, has he? That guy
I
throws
don't
insane.
know. I don't think he has. I don't think he has, but look at him. He's a freak of nature. He's yeah, and he's
He's an animal, dude.
still throwing 103. But
Yeah, so let's go to the next series here. Let's preview the next series. This should be a very good one. This should be a successful series for the Jays. We got the Athletics, a little 3 game set for the weekend.
fucking hate them.
I don't know who's pitching tomorrow.
Um,
Bassett.
let me
It got to be Bassett, right?
see. I have it right here.
Probably Bassett, Gosman, and Brios.
None of the starters have been announced.
Okay. Well, either way, I think this should be at least a win. Has to be a win. The Athletics, they got that announcer that everyone hates, the woman announcer.
It's not your
Yeah,
day.
yeah. What's this? Yep, from Brett Rooker. Yep,
It is
should
gone.
be. I don't think she's going to be doing these games because she does like the away games. I think for the team. I think that's what she does because whenever I see her commentating a game, it's always an away game.
We're not gonna have it this year. Yeah. But yeah,
Yeah. So no. So go ahead. Go ahead. Go.
I was just gonna say I hate facing the Oakland A's because my thing about it is we go into it, we're like, we have to fucking win this series. We have to win this series. We have to win. We have to sweep, basically. We have to play really
Mhm.
well. And then the Jays end up fucking like losing a shit game to the Oakland fucking A's. And I'm like all stressed out. It's like, why? Please just like win by a million
That's
runs.
probably what will happen tomorrow. That's probably what will happen tomorrow,
Fucking
and
hate it.
then we'll win the
I
next two.
hate that about this team. And also I hate watching games at Oakland Coliseum because it's so ugly and it's so
No
sad.
one's no one goes there.
And it's just like, yeah.
Will this be the last series the Jays play in Oakland? Potentially.
I think
I don't know if they play there later on this year, but
I want to plan a trip to go to Oakland Coliseum just because I've never been there and it's about to be demolished. And I don't want to, that place is fucking history, bro. There's so
yeah.
much that went down there. I feel like I gotta go there for at least one game.
Yeah, the Jays do play the A's later on in the year, but it's not there. It's
Yeah,
back in Toronto.
they'll do one
But
home.
this could potentially be the last series in Oakland for the Jays. So you got to tune in. So we don't know for sure the pitching lines, like we mentioned, but it'll probably be Bassett tomorrow, which I think will win. But you never fucking know because it's the Jays' offense and shitty bullpen. It's also the time zone, so that could play a factor. But I think prediction, I say we sweep. I think we sweep this series. Brent Rooker is not going to get a hold of any of these pitches from the boys. It's gonna be a good series. It's gonna be a good series. We'll get back in the wild card race. We still kind of are. I think we're only 3.5 games back. Wild card spot.
Here, bro. Let's just have some fun. Let's watch some fun baseball. You're not
Yeah, we were planning to do another live stream this weekend, but work has come in the way. So
yeah.
hopefully, maybe next weekend or another day next week, we can get something going here because the live streams are a lot of fun. So we'll keep those going. But what are your predictions for this weekend series?
I 2-1. I think they go 2-1.
Okay.
I'll be okay with that as long as you get the series win.
Yeah. It's
Only
also an away series.
below 500. I would love for the Jays to sweep the series, but sometimes you can't ask for everything.
This is where we shine. Apparently, oh wow, they have a better record than the Angels.
Yeah,
Oh
Angels are
boy.
fucking bad.
Oh boy.
Just
I
everything.
can't believe I can't believe the Angels had Otani and Trout at the same time and did not even make the fucking playoffs once. That is
Yeah, I know. Well, they had no
ridiculous.
to themselves, like at all. They had no depth to their team. I was gonna say though something interesting. They've got JP Sears, who I think just started this past series. They've got all of their pitchers on the IL right now. Paul Blackburn on the 60-day, Ross Stripling on the 15, Alex Wood on the 15. They've got a lot of injured pitchers, so they are so dry in that.
Yeah.
Oh, that is
Dude,
terrible.
I'm looking at this lineup. They got Brent Rooker is the only one I really know. JD Davis kinda. But they're all hitting decent. Like,
Oh yes,
this Abraham Toro guy is hitting 272,
Canadian.
which ain't too bad. He's got 11. Oh, for a second I thought he had 21 homers. I was like, what? I'm like, he's not Aaron Judge. But Brent Rooker has 12 homers. That's crazy.
Bren Rooker's
He's
a dangerous guy. You got to be careful for. Shea
mhm.
Langoliers, another guy. JJ Bleday is pretty good on that team. Zach Geloff has been okay. He's really good defensively. He's one of their prospects.
Zach Galifianakis.
Okay. Um, and then yeah, that's
I don't know if Brandon Bean can save this team, man.
Brandon Bean.
Brandon Bean and Peter Brand. I don't know if they can save
Fuck
this
is
team.
Brandon Bean, you dumbass.
Billy Bean, sorry, Billy Bean, Billy
You
Bean,
fucking nut, bro. Billy
Billy Bean. Sorry, I literally watched the movie 2 days ago
Brandon
and
Bean.
I didn't know the name. God, what is
That's his
wrong?
team, bro.
Oh, you know why? Because Brandon Bean is the GM for the Bills. That's why. Sorry, I apologize. There's two GMs apparently in sports with the last name Bean. So yeah,
Fucking
but yes, Billy Bean, and Peter Brand cannot save this team.
no, they
That's all I
can't.
can say.
Peter Brand isn't even a real person. So
What? Really?
no, it's based off like a couple of guys. There was no Brand.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I did not know that. Okay.
Billy Bean was
Well,
a lot more angry in the book than in real life than he was in the movie. Even more than
mm,
Brad Pitt was. He was crazy.
yeah. All right. Let's move on to our next segment.
Yes, yes.
Things that don't make sense. I think I got a pretty good one.
I think I got a good one too.
Okay, you started off. You started
Okay.
off here.
Okay. Things that don't make sense. Welcome, everyone. We will be discussing something that does not make sense to one of us. I think this is also two people, unless there's other people that agree with this. I'm not sure, but I know for a fact that another person agrees with this because I saw somebody talking about it and I'm getting a little inspiration from them. Steve O actually posted this on his TikTok. And
Okay.
that is very interesting. And that's going to be my things that don't make sense because I 100% agree with this.
Okay.
Cemeteries. What the fuck? Why do we have cemeteries? Why do we need cemeteries? Because they're just taking up space. They're creepy as hell. They're weird as hell. You put a person in a body and a person in the ground. It seems almost disrespectful to do that to somebody after they die. And then you're also, the other fact, you're just taking up random land and random space where a bunch of dead people are. I think there's much more better ways to honor somebody rather than a gravestone. They've also just gotten a bad rap since like just because it like all of a sudden you go to a cemetery, it's like a creepy thing to be. That's shouldn't be you should be going to a cemetery to honor, these dead people and like shit like that. I think, cremating people is another healthy and positive way to do it. Or other things where like there was this thing he was talking about, Steve-O, where like if you do want to bury a person, grow a tree on top of them and that'll be like an essence of like their growing of life, some fucking holy interesting shit which somebody honestly, it sounds a little cringe, but it'd probably be a lot better than a fucking rock that is on top
Mhm.
of somebody that just says their name. I think they take up a lot of space that unnecessary because there's nothing going on there. There's nothing positive. There's nothing good that comes out of like cemeteries, I think. And I think, there's better things that can be going on at a cemetery. That's what things that don't make sense. Cemeteries. I think Steve-O is right there. Thoughts?
That's an interesting one. I've never really thought about that in a sense of the, you know, so I was gonna ask you this based off your take. So you don't want to be buried when you I'm
I
not
don't.
gonna
I don't
say
want to be buried. No, I don't.
right.
I'd rather
Okay.
that tree idea I fucking think is interesting. He was saying that you grow a tree, like you could bury the person. That way, sure, you can bury them. And then over top you plant a tree and then the seed grows into it like this nice tree. And then
Right.
it's like, hey, like that's their essence and their spirit is still living on because there's this tree that's still growing and that can remind you. And it's something nice to look at too, rather than like when you agree, like seeing a tree and thinking, oh, that's a loved one that passed away. It's great how they're still going to grow and keep growing and be with us forever rather than a stone. And you could have it. I don't know if they have it in the back of your house or something like that. That'd be maybe a little bit
Ooh,
comfortable.
yeah.
Yeah, but like, somewhere you can go and like you can see a bunch of trees. It'd be like a forest almost. And then you go
Mhm.
there and you can walk through and rather than like having to worry about like stepping on shit too, you can go and see the tree and I don't know. Like wouldn't you agree? Like that's kind of a
Yeah.
cool idea. That's what
Yeah,
he
it is a cool idea.
giving that full credit to Steve-O. But yeah,
Mhm.
that's what I have to say. But
I was gonna say, like, what about like you mentioned cremating, right? And
yeah,
like, what do you think about like
yeah, that's
spreading
another
ashes on like like a favorite place that person like to
100
go or visited
100%.
or
Yeah, like your cottage or something like that. That's something I
Mhm.
know my family has done with like past great grandparents that have passed on and like special places. Yeah, like or like in the lake at something like that. That's something my family has done. And I think that's a much more healthy, beautiful send off rather than, being buried. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I
Yeah,
don't what do you think? Would you agree with me or would
I
you
would. I would, yeah. I like the idea of the tree.
Yeah,
It's a better idea. It's also better for the environment
exactly.
also,
That was another thing.
which
Yeah.
is also important. So I think that's also very smart. Good. That's a great take. Great take. Mine's a little more I'd say a little more stupider than yours is, but I think buying premium water is a complete waste of money. Like I'll give you a couple of examples here. Smart water, Fiji water, Evian water, and this is the top line, Voss water.
Ha!
Absolute, like I don't get how people think, it tastes better. It's the same shit we drink every single day. Just get yourself what I have in my fridge is a Brita filter. Take your tap water, fill up the Brita filter, takes out all the bad chemicals and shit
Bad
from the tap.
chemicals. Yeah.
Yeah. And shit from the water and keep it in the fridge nice and cool. Pour it in your water bottle. You're good to go. I don't understand why you have to spend $6, $7 on an individual bottle of water that says it has different chemicals, different vitamins or shit, and it tastes cleaner. Just get, I've never been, my family, we never bought water bottles like the plastic ones, but we have the Brita filter, which is, I guess, essentially like, you don't have to use, it's a little less waste, a little less conservative, I guess. But I don't understand the buying the Voss water or the Fiji water. I've never had a bottle of those because it's just a waste of money. Or the boxed water, the boxed water.
Ha!
That's even more stupider to me.
No,
Why box water? Just get a bottle of water. I guess it's more environmentally safe because you can recycle it better. I think is that why or it's
no, I
environmentally friendly more.
something like that. biodegradable or something like that.
Yeah, biodegradable. Yeah, that's the word. But yeah, premium water is completely stupid. Just get Dasani. I'm not a fan of because I don't like it. You can definitely taste anyone who drinks water can definitely taste there's definitely a plasticky taste to the water. I'll unless I have to, unless I absolutely have to, I guess I'll drink Dasani. But all the regular water bottles that you get at a grocery store, just it tastes. It's the same shit. It's filtered water. It tastes the same. Just buy whatever's cheaper. I don't understand. Voss is so stupid.
Fair enough.
I'm not going to go into carbonated water because that's a whole different story. But just premium water in general is completely stupid. It's just a way for it's just way for people for monies to make money off you. For companies to make money off you. Sorry.
Wholeheartedly, 110% agree with you. I think that's the biggest bullshit. However, I like Dasani. I like Dasani and I like Aquafina.
Really?
Yeah, I do. Like
you don't taste a difference in if you drink like a Nestle.
Yeah, 100%. But I like the taste. I like that the kind of I don't know irony taste. You know, I'm
not a fan.
I like bottled water. Like I like a nice. I love just crushing a fucking Nestea bottle like just back down the pipe, bro, or like some like one. You know,
yeah, but Nestee's different. Nestea always bangs. Nestea is always good.
Always
bang. You know, Dasani's a different story.
Dasani, I'd love, bro. I like it. Like today, I was drinking a nice, cool Dasani. Most Dasani, because Dasani's owned by Coke, so you see a lot of Dasani around. Like in any like, because like there's a lot like Coke owns, fucking what is Coke own?
Everything.
Yeah, Pepsi owns everything as well. And Pepsi owns like fucking Taco Bell and KFC. But I'm getting off track. Anyway, I believe that. Yeah, I think that's biggest bullshit. Boss Water, Fiji. You'll never catch me spending like extra money on fucking water, which should be free in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
It's a human right to have free water.
Millennials, they can have their fucking Boss Water and spend an extra fucking $10 on water.
Yeah, but if you buy Voss water, you're a douche. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm also somebody who doesn't care about like hose water. You know what?
I'll drink that too. I
started drinking hose water a little bit ago. It's like at my buddy's house, and I was like, "Oh, it tastes so irony." And then he's just like, "Bro, who cares?" And I was like, "Yeah, you're right." And
you know what? You're right. Yeah.
You know.
No, I just get yourself a Brita filter, dude. If you don't have one in your house, or like you don't have a filter for your water, that's the go-to because you don't have to spend money on bottled water. You can just take your tap water, fill it up, let it go through. I don't know if the filter works or not, but I'm pretty sure it does. And you know, it's costs way less money. Way less money. You just buy a filter once every, I think it's like 1 or 2 months, and you're good. It tastes just exactly the same as any other water. Premium water is complete bullshit.
I think you're
complete bullshit.
I think you're 100% right.
It's for companies to take advantage of you.
I got some good ones now because you brought up like shit that people are buying that is ridiculous, and I've got some good ones for next week.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely have that for next week.
Yeah. All right. Anything else you have to add?
No. You know, before we go, our next podcast is going to be on Monday, so we'll probably it's the first game of the NBA Finals today. Just quick predictions for the NBA Finals, even though we don't cover basketball. Give me the Mavs. Give me the Mavs in 6 or 7 games. Luka Doncic, that's my Balkan boy. That's my boy right there. He's going to destroy the Celtics. Give me the Mavs in 6 or 7, and go Oilers. Go Oilers. First game's on Saturday. Definitely going to be tuning in.
Saturday. Holy shit, they got a lot of time between.
God, yeah, the NBA Finals, the last final, the conference final game was Tuesday last week. Yeah. It was like 8-day difference between the last game.
Fair enough. Yeah. I'll say I want the Mavs to win. I like my boy Mark Cuban. Yeah, Mavs in 6. How about that?
Celtics, they've already won their fucking championships. Give the Mavs another one.
With fucking Larry Legend and fucking Shaq and
Shaq didn't win one with them, but yes, you're right. He did play for them. But yeah.
Celtic Shaq is a different animal, bro. And then Oilers. Yeah,
we already predicted that last podcast, but
we already did predict that.
But go Oilers though. Hopefully they can get game one. That would be awesome. Get away from home. Bring it back to Canada.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, everyone. Check us out: TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, Twitter. We are everywhere. I guess it's called X now, but
now fuck X, Twitter. It's always been Twitter.
Have a good one and stay tuned.